away last time.
Yeah.
Wait. First, I want to see if it works on YouTube. You have YouTube?
No.
You have YouTube?
Mail.
Pull it up.
Live. You guys have the YouTube channel? No? May Eagles.
Is it live?
Yeah. Eagles.
Y'all moving around or something?
Live stream. Huh? No, I'm saying the guy, whoever's at home, whatever, if you want it.
Hello?
No, zoom in on big boy down there. Big boy.
Yeah, we're good.
Yeah, sorry about that. All right, welcome. Beautiful Sunday evening here at the Chofetz Chaim Gymnasium. And we are proud.
We are pre-action packed here in a very nice matchup between who?
We got the May Eagles, your May Eagles, and the Chofetz Chaim of Brooklyn Cavaliers.
We got a nice attendance in the crowd today.
Yeah, you know what? People slowly trickling in, but hopefully we'll have the stands full as usual.
Yo, redo. Hold on.
Ready? Okay.
Wait, restart.
What are you doing, bro?
Wait. I want to get it timed right. You feel what I'm saying?
No, it's the intro, so then we start with the starting lineups and stuff. You can, it's right next to the
Send it to Sonic. Open your phone. Welcome to the MBA, presented to you by FM Home Loans. We are here for the May Eagles versus the Chofetz Chaim Cavaliers. This is JJ Ostroff and Yehuda Diamond.
Wow, you know what? I always ask for that jingle. JJ Ostroff.
Wow.
You know what? He holds himself in his room for about 16 hours straight. He came out, he looked like he had sunlight for a couple months. But you know what? Those were the fruits of his effort, and that was definitely something to be proud of, JJ.
I mean, to make a jingle like that, you really got to quarantine yourself. You got to focus up, go lock in. Just like on the basketball court. You want to see good basketball, you got to lock in. We see Coach Jeff here doing LeBron's signature move.
What's gonna happen if you guys make varsity?
We're gonna have to have tryouts. Maybe we'll have yeah, I don't know, we'll have to figure it out.
We are automatically on the varsity team, straight from Coach Zev. We don't even need a tryout.
Yeah.
What does that say about our game?
I think, it just shows that when you put your heart, sweat, and tears, your work and determination in, you can really accomplish anything you put your mind to. And as a little child growing up in the busy city of Queens, New York, my dream was always to play for the May Eagles.
69th Avenue, right?
69th Avenue is the correct address. How did you know that, JJ?
I think you told me once upon a time.
Yeah? Wow,
Yeah.
You know what? Real friends remember things like that.
Yeah.
I don't even know where you live. I feel bad now.
It's all good, man.
I have it somewhere on my phone. Anyway, big starting lineup changeup for your May Eagles. So Vadia Shayev out with the finger injury. Replacing him at the shooting guard position is AR, Avinoam Rahmani. And at the power forward position, we have Jacob Galler replacing the, I don't know, what's the term for somebody who's overseas?
For the overseas.
Overseas?
Yeah.
Anyway, Mr. Kirshner and the fam is in Israel, so we have Jacob Galler, who's there on the tip trying to fight for the ball. As Chofetz Chaim wins the possession, and they get into the corner. A three, Lauber doesn't close out. And number 7 gets a quick three to fall. Now Chofetz Chaim, if you look at the scouting report, they're a big three-point shooting team. And you're gonna really have to run them off the line if you wanna come out on top in this game. Galler gets it out to Goretz. Goretz surveying the defense, kicks it out to Rahmani. Now, Rahmani has been leading the team in scoring as Swift loses that out of bounds, loses focus a second. But as a freshman, he's led the team in scoring for 2 straight games. Not only that, the 2 games to start off the season. That's really something that you don't see a lot, and it's really great to see out of your 9th graders. As Nahari cuts into the lane and gets fouled, he's going to go to the line for 2. Now, JJ, what do you think of having somebody like Avinoam Rahmani coming out strong as a freshman, 9th grade, leading the team in scoring for 2 straight games?
If I was a coach, I would say that we are set for the next 4 years, because if you can show that you can prove yourself in 9th grade when you got big guys all around you, and you can prove yourself every year, and you will be a threat every time you step onto that court.
You know what? I actually really like that take. I wasn't thinking about that, but it's a good point. If you could go up with, it's your first time on the court out there in a real game, coach and set and everything, and you get to take advantage at that point. Oh, as Avinoam just shuffled his feet there. But if you get to take advantage in 9th grade like that, then no matter what position you are, you'll be able to take advantage and show out. Guggenheim takes it up. He's one-on-one with Bortz, an elite defender, candidate for Defensive Player of the Year. Outside to the Hari, weird-looking shot for him, claims it off the backboard, but an offensive rebound to Guggenheim. You hear the coach, Rabbi X, I'm not sure, as a floater, no good. But you got a box out as number 34 goes up strong for the and 1. It's a quick 6-0 lead for Chofetz Chaim. As you see Ovadia taking off the warm-ups on the bench. Now you see they got Chofetz Chaim got a jersey upgrade actually. They went from mere t-shirts last year to these state-of-the-art jerseys. Scorch fights for the rebound. He's got the speed. They outlast the entire team. As they call it, and 1. And I love to see Gwartz on the run like that. He is speedy once he gets the ball in the open court, and it is almost impossible to stay in front of him.
NBA, NFL player, all around, what an athlete.
Yeah, you know what? He's just whatever. He's one of those natural-born athletes. Whatever he does.
Not a natural-born free throw shooter, but he'll work on it.
Well, you know what? Usually you see him hit free throws. I'm not sure what that was. That was something. Hopefully you'll see him lock in a little bit more. I've never seen an airballed free throw like that, especially from a player of his caliber.
You were talking about jerseys before. I haven't seen any tape on jerseys where you have those shirts and they taped on their numbers. I haven't seen that much this year.
That was a story for the ages. You know what? It's great to see that the quality of the jerseys and the teams have really rose up as the years have gone. As Rahmani, 1 for 1 for 3, and he is just on fire recently. He's just shooting an astronomical field goal percentage. He's up there with the stars. One might say he's even stargazing.
Like Damian Lillard
on the Trailblazers. As the 3 goes up, no good, and Gwartz rises up and mosses him for the rebound, if you want to say.
Logo Lauber bringing
the ball up. He had a great game last week as Gwartz takes it on top of the key. Well, he had a great game last week, really came out of his shell, and he showed why he is the starting point guard of this team, really. Gwartz gets into the middle of the floor, goes over to Galler, got the starting position tonight, cuts into the paint, no good, but a great look as the floater rims out. A rebound picked up by Guggenheim. Racing down the floor, one-on-one with Gwartz. Oh, can't finish the jelly layup, and you want to see Spielvogel box out a little bit more. He's been taking advantage of it. Yeah, he wanted a 3-second call, and it wasn't a bad idea. Oh, and Lauber takes it strong into the paint. Logo Lauber's been lifting. Wow.
Number 24, taking over from the all-time greats.
Oh yeah, you know what? Number 24, reminiscent of Kobe Bryant, and he's reminding us of the Mamba himself with that scoring mentality.
R.I.P. I think about him every time I go to sleep. Really.
Do you?
Yeah.
It's a little weird. But the free throw rims out, but a great take, and love to see it. Oh, and the foul's gonna be called on the side. And Dahari, he's like a tank, just rumbling into the middle of the paint there. As number 34 checks out. The ball will be checked in from under the basket, and let's see what Chofetz Chaim has. They get into the corner. That guy really loves the corner, number 7. I'm not sure what his name is. No, and he loves the corner, but he's draining from there right now.
Thank you for blocking the screen, big man. It's all good.
Lauber takes it up, and Coach chalking it up. You know what? Not a great start right in the beginning for the Eagles, but it was 6-0. Oh!
And offensive.
He thinks he got hit on that play, complaining to the ref. But it was a 6-0 lead for Chofetz Chaim, and you really love to see how May just quickly, 5 minutes in, just fought their way right back. And they are now down only 4. But they really have to watch out for this Braun guy. He's 8 points, 8 of the 11 points already. And they have to keep their eye on him. As Ani
AR 45.
AR 45.
He texted me the other night. He's like, I think AR 45 would sound a lot better than just AR.
AR 45? What's an AR 45? Is that a gun? I don't know much about guns. Comment down below your favorite gun. No, I'm kidding. That's weird. I'm saying, you know, like.
I'm gonna go with the water gun. You have a blast every time you have water fights with your friends.
Is that intended?
That was not intended, but.
Well, you know what? You're wise beyond your years.
I'm a punny guy. What can I say?
Hey. All right. Anyway, you know what? No, you know what'd be sick if 47 was a legal number. You'd have AK-47 for Akira Krasnowski. That would be fire.
That would be crazy.
No? But AR-45, AK. Here's my issue with that though. When you come up with your own nickname, I generally, that's usually an issue. It doesn't usually stick. But we'll see. Comment down below. What would you rather, AR or AR-45? As a little confusion on the side of Chofetz Chaim. And they have 6 on the court and a technical foul as May rushes down, and they're going to try to capitalize on this. They call their famous Z play. Oh, and Lauber with the bad play. And you have running. Oh! They call the foul, and that was a chase down block. Daniel Gortz with his blazing speed.
You love to see it.
By the way, I'm loving the fan turnout tonight. 29 viewers online.
Thank you, everyone.
Last year we were at like a mere 7, but it's great to see everybody show out tonight.
Rabbi Bennett is in the building.
Rabbi Bennett's always in the building. Rabbi Bennett is usually in this building. He has a lot to do with this building.
Thank you.
Including building the building, I think. I don't know. You ever see Bobby's? Speaking of Bobby, he doesn't build the building, but he builds other things. Those chains that he builds, he could probably he could probably hold a car with those shoe chains. They leave Rahmani open. Is he gonna go 3 for 3? Oh, rims out. But you know what? You're not gonna hit every one, but it was a great look, and you love to see him take it every single time down. As he misses it, but you gotta box out as number 18 running the glass, and he cleans it up. I would attempt to read his last name, but it's longer than Giannis's. I don't know how to read that last name. Spielvogel. No, he was a Chofetz Chaim guy back in the day. He misses that shot. He wants to be aggressive. Oh no, and they loosen down court and another open layup. They have to really keep their eyes up as they're down 5, 15-10. Lauber brings the ball up court. Surveying. He's got Spielvogel at the high post and another turnover. And they got to run. Too many turnovers leading to open baskets. Fast break points and too many to give up if you want to come out on top in this game.
You know, you really got to hold on to those fast break points because they are the silent killer.
You know, they have to slow it down. That's the 3rd deflection in a row. 2 of them, resulting in fast break layups. But they have to slow it down and take what the defense gives them and be aggressive with that. As another turnover and a foul in the backcourt. They just got to stop turning it over. And I really think that's the difference. Is Rabbi Yaffe, not the Rabbi Yaffe, but like the other Rabbi Yaffe, if you know what I mean.
Coach Zev is visibly upset here. With 11:40 left to the first half.
I'm going to be frank. His team is not playing, up to par. This is not. Obviously, they're missing 2 starters, and that's big. They feel that. They're missing. But that's just something that you cannot. That's just something that you cannot afford to do. Is just give turnover after turnover after turnover as substitutions come in, and there was a 3-second violation on blue. 17-10 Chofetz Chaim, and Lauber will be taking it up court. Now you're going to want to see what kind of adjustments Coach Zev makes. Oh, and as I say that, Yoel Laloy gets up from the bench. But you're going to want to see what kind of adjustments he makes because this team is kind of a little stagnant on offense right now. Spielvogel gets out to Lauber. Back down to Spielvogel. Up in the paint, no good. But you're going to want to, spice things up, see what's going to happen. Other than, they've just been turning it over right now. You want to really change it up. A lot of ball movement. And what's the call? 3 seconds again. You can't camp out in the paint. They're literally, they're building a house right now down there. As Ovadia Elishayev comes on and with Yoel Laloy for
you see Ovadia's fingers. It looks like he has tape around 2 of his fingers.
Yeah, they're a little bandaged up, but let's see if he can bring that impact that he brought healthy. Lawrence up top into the middle of the lane. Kick ball is called, I think.
We got word from our sources. Ovadia Elishayev has 1 broken finger.
Only 1. Oh well, yeah, that makes sense.
I mean,
tied to the other one.
What's your take on this?
A beautiful find out to Elishayev.
He's injury prone.
Oh, and another turnover. But Gortz steals it right back. You love to see that aggressiveness from Gortz, and you know what he could do. Ovadia loses it on the bounce, but gets it back, goes up for the shot, and he's a bucket like that. That's the spot. He grew a lot over the summer, and he's got that size and length. It reminds us of someone like Kevin Durant, who's just, his arms are just too high for the defense to block sometimes. As the defense collapses on Guggenheim. And a tip on the outside from Laloy and a rebound by Spielvogel. That's just great stuff. Out to Elishayev. Ovadia thinks he hit it, but he went up without a flight plan, and you can't do that. Bad things happen when you go out without a flight plan.
Jablonski is subbing in.
It's a pretty lit name, honestly.
Jablonski. Would you trade your name for Jablonski?
No, I would not.
You would have Jablonski?
No, I would not. Shout out to Jabs. But if you shorten it to just like Jablon, like Jablon, then if you say it fast, it kind of sounds like LeBron.
Jablon.
Yeah, it's like.
Does he play like LeBron though?
I don't know. I'll have to wait and find out. Well, I doubt LeBron was the 8th man on his high school basketball team.
You know what they say? Damian Lillard came off the bench.
Did he actually?
And if he never fought for that spot, he would have never made it to being the all-star that he is now. Modelo
has really, they have inspirational commercials.
Really? Fight like a lion. What is it?
I think it's something like that. You know what? Moda'ani, Iskavik Ali, like that. As a 3 goes down for Guggenheim, and it's an 8-point lead, the biggest of the night.
12-20, CCF.
Yeah, biggest lead of the night. Lauber brings it up, looking a little bit downtrodden. He's going to want his team to...
What does the F stand for?
I think Flatbush.
Flatbush.
Oh, you like that play by Spielvogel, even though he misses it. Ovadia skies for the rebound, but it's knocked away. But you know what? He pivoted. Fast break up, another fast break up. Spiel's getting his shots up, but he's got to get them to fall. As a 10-point lead balloons for the Chofetz Chaim Cavaliers. Ovadia gets it in the paint. Oh, he's fouled. That would have been nice if he would have got that to finish. But he was aggressive, got to the middle of the paint, and he's going to go to the line for 2.
35 viewers. Just wow.
You know what? You love to see Lauber and Coach Zev communicating like that. But you're gonna want to see some improvements and some adjustments on both ends of the floor as another free throw rims out. You know what? It's not even like they're so off. It's just the rim hasn't been so friendly to them tonight. And shout out to JJ Ostroff, Gabi Newman leaving us.
Violation called on White.
No, you can't afford that. And he hit the free throw, which just adds insult to injury. But yeah, Gabi Newman.
Now, who are you about to shout out?
I was going to shout out Gabi. As Jablonski misses the free throw and Gortz skies for the rebound. Lauber into the front court. But Gabi leaves us again.
For the 3rd straight week in a row.
3rd straight week. You know what? The fans at home don't even know who Gabi Newman is. They don't see his...
Comment if we should keep him on the board.
Keep him on the board? Oh, you mean the board of our... yeah. Has knocked out of bounds and another deflection. Chofetz Chaim is not giving anything easy up today right now as Braun comes in for Guggenheim.
Ovadia. Oh my gosh.
Wow.
I'm fanboying so hard right now. Ovadia Elishayev just touched my hand.
You know what? I doubt. Oh wow. Lauber thought about that. But I doubt you're watching that hand anytime soon as Ovadia saves the ball out to Lauber. Oh, good play. Yoa's got to go up stronger than that. Inside into the middle of the paint. He's fouled again. They got the arm of Ovadia. Let's see if he can capitalize on the line this time. As Tagerstein man, these names are.
Hagerstein.
That's some name, man. You think it's Tajerstein or Tajerstein?
I think it's Hagerstein.
Tajerstein? Sounds like a country. As Vadia gets the free throw to go. But, as Daniel Inyatian checks into the game.
For the first time this season.
You know what? Clap it up. Love to see Daniel Inyatian. Did not make the team in 9th grade. Arguably should have. Did not make the team in the beginning of 10th grade. Arguably should have. And then, you know what? He just made the cut. They realized that they made a mistake. And love to see him out on the floor today. Braun at the top of the key, and they call it travel. And you know what? There was a travel, but it just hurts that he hit the shot on the Chofetz Chaim side and on the May side.
He's a step in front of Michael Jordan, because Michael Jordan did not make his high school basketball team.
It's true.
And Daniel did eventually.
Yeah, well, you know what? It's great to see Daniel. He brings that defensive intensity.
Another fast break.
Oh, my God.
Leading to another point.
How many fast
Chofetz
breaks?
Chaim up by 11 points with 5 minutes left of the half.
Gives it out. Ovadia at the top of the key. Drives in, gets the baseline jumper, no good. But Gortz gets the rebound. Skies in for yet another rebound. For a guard, he's a fantastic rebounder. Oh, Yoel Laloy camping out in the paint. It's 24-13 Chofetz Chaim, and obviously it's not too late. Still 25 minutes of gameplay to go, but you want to see something go right for May right now. Oh,
He is wide open.
Jablonski. What a fun name, huh? He misses it. Gortz brings it up, and you want to see somebody create some offense. Vada's been getting shots, but obviously his hand's not at 100%. Neil Fogel finally gets one to fall. The Chofetz Chaim guys applaud. They knew him for years as an elementary school
You know, Diamond, I
student.
brought food, but we sort of
Did
forgot
you?
about it. Yeah.
What food did you bring? Oh, try shooting the gap.
We'll open it by
Overshoot
halftime.
shot. Oh, and a missed three, but an offensive rebound. And a travel call. That was just some of these have been little travels. Yes, they were travels, but that one was that was a big one. Look at Ari Sinensky on the bench, inspirational. Really love to see some of the older guys giving up their Sunday afternoons to spend some time mentoring and coaching the younger guys in the JV squad.
Goldie showing off some hands
Lawrence gets into the paint, and he gets fouled. And you know what? If they keep on getting into the paint, 3 minutes to go, 4 minutes to go actually, and they're in the bonus already. Fouls on the side, offensive fouls, everything's gonna end up in shots for the Eagles. Really great to see with a lot of time left on the clock. But you know what? There's no point in getting to the free throw line if you're not gonna convert. And you have to convert these free throws. That's why they're called free throws, because they're free. Free. Shmuel. That was a nice looking free throw. But Shmuel. Funny. Shmuel, well, what are some stats? Give us some stats.
Give us the stat of the game.
Rahmani, 6 points.
You know what? Rahmani, 2 for 3 shooting for 3, 66% on the game. But he's been shooting. This isn't just a hot game for him. This is a regular shooting game.
Checks in.
Guggenheim enters. I think to be accepted in Chofetz Chaim, your name has to be a minimum of 3 syllables.
Number
As
7
Gortz
on
gets
the
another
Cavs
rebound.
has 10 points.
Who do you think has a higher vertical, Zach Levine or Daniel Gortz?
I think Daniel Gortz.
Could be. Gortz gets into the paint, knocked away, goes up with it. Goes up strong, no good. Offensive rebound. Daniel kick out. Gortz gets it into the paint. Ovadia Ishaev, open 3. Cool, calm, collective, no good, but an offensive rebound. Go back up with it. Ovadia, another 3. Short, another rebound. Goes up with that one. No good, another rebound. Knocked away. This is just. Oh, good to see Daniel.
Another one.
You know what they say? If at first you don't succeed, or a second time, or a third or fourth or fifth or sixth time, try again. And they tried again.
I saw it fall 7 times.
You know what? I love that. As a slow jumper goes down for Finkelstein. Oh my God! Every single name you have to. At least 3 syllables. If your name isn't 3 syllables, you don't get into Chofetz Chaim. That's why Spielvogel was there. Wow, it's unbelievable. Gortz top of the key, gives it over to Yoel. Yoel in the corner. finds Spielvogel. Oh, and he just turns it over yet again. Gotta get back. Braun running. Oh, and he just fouls him. No call. That looked like a foul, but nothing called. And you want to see them keep their heads up as it's a 7-point lead. Closing in on a minute to the game. Shout out to Mr. Win. Shout out to the Wins.
1 minute to the half.
Beautiful Shabbos and everything. You want to see Daniel be aggressive. As Ovada gets to his spot, no good. He's a little bit short tonight. Ovada, you know what? You got to think that he's going to find a shot eventually. They call a foul on Daniel. At that time, it looked like it was all ball. But you know what? He's going to be headed to the line as the Cavs are in the bonus. Both teams are in the bonus right now. Clock stops at 55 seconds, under a minute. And let's see if Guggenheim could, let's see if he can convert on these shots. First one's going up and down.
Welcome back, Chofetz Chaim back to the school. He was out for a good week.
You know what? A lot of guys in 10th grade, they were out for different reasons, but love to see him back.
Chaim Shapiro also.
Chaim Shapiro.
It's great to see him back.
Chaim Shapiro, yeah. Shout out Chaim Shapiro. Shout out Chofetz Singer was out for a while. I think he's back. Nachman Weingarten, a lot of guys. So it's it's great to see everybody healthy and back. Spiel. Oh no. Spiel, that is just not his game, and I'm not sure what his idea was right there. That was an ugly shot. Into the corner, travel. It's a 9-point game, and you want to see a little bit of momentum for the Eagles going into the half.
30 seconds left.
That was
to
a
the
travel.
half.
I don't know who's complaining. That wasn't travel, but that was a travel, buddy. I said over to Yo on the corner. You know what? Yo's got an interesting mix of speed and size. It's a great move by Braun to get open. He's got an interesting mix of speed and size.
Braun has an interesting last name also.
Why?
Because it's different than the others.
Oh, you're saying it's not 3 syllables? Foul on the side with 7.5 seconds to go. Oh, and yep, they're in the bonus. It's a 1-on-1 and
7 seconds
bonus,
left to the
so
half.
they're going to go for shots.
You know what I think it's time for?
What's the time for?
The foodie segment, sponsored by Rafuel Marison.
Well, it's not sponsored by Rafuel Marison, but it's inspired by Rafuel Marison. You know what? What better? We have the foodie segment, and it's just who else should it be inspired by than the greatest foodie May has to offer? As Ovada misses a free throw, he doesn't. I don't think he got it off in time, but even if he did, if the goal is to hit the backboard, he succeeded, but barely. Anyway, a bad half for the Eagles. Not something you really like to see. But hopefully they come out. We've seen things like this where they come out weak in the first half, but the second half they make the proper adjustments in the locker room. They come back stronger than ever, and they take the win.
Yehuda, what is your favorite sushi?
My favorite sushi. All right, to be honest, first of all, anything with fish ruled out.
Thank you.
Now, as a lunch option, it's very expensive and not very filling, so it's not very practical. Another thing is that any sushi that involves like carrots, raw carrots is not it.
I love you so much.
Carrots is
Carrots
terrible.
are nasty in sushi.
They are.
They're fine by themselves.
No, they have to be cooked.
In
Raw
soup.
Raw carrots are not it. You know
Baby
what?
carrots are not it.
Itchy Spielvogel, carrots, raw, no cooked. Yay or nay? Only baby carrots.
Bad take.
You're reminding us of our good friend the rabbit.
KT.
But yeah, so I'm gonna be honest. I'm gonna have to go with the California roll. Simple.
Speaking of,
Yeah. Wow, you pulled out the California roll.
you got to go with the white rice California roll, $7.95 at Gourmet Glock.
That is. See, that's what I'm saying. Why am I spending $8 for a roll of sushi, man?
I don't know, man.
It's just not worth it. If I'm doing $8, pull up to BOGO, got the student special. That's what I'm saying. Ride or die with the BOGO student special. At Shmuel.
Diamond.
Yes.
This is my 3rd year at May. How many over, how many times have I been to BOGO?
All right, so for those who can't hear Shmuel live, because he's not cool enough to be mic'd up, he asked, over in not 3 years, but like 2 and a couple months of May, how many times has he been to over? Drop it down below in the chat before we do the answer. Over, under, what's the over, under, Shmuel?
Let's go 2.5.
Over, under 2.5? I'm gonna have to go under just because 2.5 is a very low number. Also, how do you go to BOGO half a time? Like you walk to the church down there and like just turn around because you're like, no, I walked a mile. Let's just not do it.
You gotta like factor in. JJ's like, no, it's just.
Well, anyway, Shmuel, what's the answer? 0? That's just straight up disrespect. Straight up disrespect.
I've been out of the boundaries more times than that.
I'm not
Robert
sure if
Bennett,
you want to
if
say
you are
that on the
hearing
live.
this,
Rabbi Bennett just heard that.
Shmuel has been outside of the boundaries several
Shmuel
times.
Weiss will be air tagged, life 360'd, everything. Once he
Nishmas.
steps outside of the boundaries,
If anyone
you know.
from Shlomo Weiss from Nishmas, Shmuel might have to switch schools if Rabbi Bennett hears this.
Shmuel Weiss and Shlomo Weiss.
Shlomo
I never
Weiss.
thought about that. It's so random.
Shmuel Weiss. The
Are you guys related?
The Weisses.
Nah, I don't know. I feel like Weiss is just a name that like. Well, sometimes like if you have a name, like if I met somebody named Ostroff, I'm like, are you related to JJ Ostroff? If you're Weiss, I'm like, okay, you're Weiss. You know. Score update for the Nets fans like me. I believe the Nets are winning 47-42.
48-42.
48-42. Love to see it, man. Love to see it.
Check the box score.
Great to hear at home. Check the box score. Shout out Mrs. Wind. I heard you like the 3-syllable thing. I can't even read half the names.
Royce
Arnold
O'Neal
Schwarzenegger
clutching
is
up.
playing for
What are you doing,
Cleveland
O'Neal?
Cavaliers. All right, but love to see that the Nets are winning. Most of you guys at home probably don't care. What's up, man? Hey, bud.
That's Mini Galley.
Love to see the Gallers. You know what? Jacob Galler and Little Galler soon to be on the live stream, hopefully. You know, on the court as well. We got a Spielvogel over here.
Wow.
Wow. You know what? We have family affairs over here.
Got the
at
Winds in the
Sausage
building.
Amazing.
Watching.
The Winds in the building. Wow. You know what? I think everyone. Yakion's in the building. What else do we have? Got a lot of people.
Tani.
A lot of family members in the building. Rabbi Bennett in the building, of course.
He's rocking Milwaukee Bucks shirt.
Those jerseys were actually, I think they discontinued them. Just I don't know. I don't even know how it works, but like something with like advertising. I don't even understand it.
I think.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't really know either.
Nice. No, there are a lot of things we don't know, but it's up to us.
Talking about the
to find out.
advertising, let's bring it to the FM Home Loans Coach's Corner.
You know what?
A segment that we brought in last week that was highly effective for the viewers at
You know,
home.
everybody loved it, and it's great to really break down the things that happen on the basketball court to simplicity for the viewers at home. But when you think about it, the issue tonight has been turnovers. We don't have our board over here, but the issue's been turnovers. And here's the thing. You have your guys on the top of the key set up, probably one guy down low, one guy at the high post. What you want to do is get it to the guy closest to you and then swing it around. If you want to get it to the corner, the move to do it is by swinging from the top to the wing to the corner. If you try throwing it to the corner, which is called a skip pass, if you try doing a skip pass, then it's much more likely to be picked off and intercepted, and that ends up in a leak out, a full court pass, and a turnover and a fast break layup, and that's something you don't want to do. You want to slow it down, go step by step around the horn from the top to the corner instead of doing skip passes. And I think that's a major thing they could do to, you know, utilize their half-court possessions instead of throwing them away.
Thank you, Yehuda Diamond. That is yours. Coach's Corner.
Anytime. You know what? In camp, I actually coached the staff team a couple games, and every game I coached, we were very successful. Love basketball, and I love being involved in every aspect of it. And maybe one day, if my NBA playing career doesn't work out, you know, and,
Coach Zev looking confident in his team.
You know what? Coach Zev ended up as a full-time coach, and he's really a great one at that. Started off at Valley Torah,
We ain't no rush.
famous Sarah Check
We
one
actually
last
running
year.
on time. We didn't no rush.
But yeah, Coach Zev title back
Yeah, he got
really,
the password on
really
that too,
inspirational.
so.
Great
Yeah,
coach
you don't know it,
and
so that's
great
why we
lawyer.
can't rush anyway.
For all of your
There
suing
you go. He
needs.
brought me back now. He brought me back now.
Speaking of inspirational, want some?
Nah.
What's your favorite chip? You do chips?
Favorite
or?
sushi. Favorite
Sour cream and
sushi.
onion.
Yeah. What brand? Do you have a brand or just whatever?
What is it? I
One
got a
with
brand, I can't remember.
sour cream and onion.
Ruffles.
Who?
Is that
Lay's.
it? Ruffles?
Lay's.
Lay's.
Not,
Oh! You don't want to take the ref away. It was a great interview. He likes sour cream and onion chips, but honestly, not a fan. It's like a very specific taste. It's like the salt and vinegar chips. I love the salt and vinegar chips, but they're an interesting, you know, it's a unique taste. As Lauber into the paint misses, but Spielvogel with the rebound.
Oh,
and
one. Pass.
He's getting hyped up. You know what? He's got a lot of good looks, and he hasn't been able to utilize right out of the break. He goes up strong, finishes and one. See if he can get the free throw to fall.
Amen. Wow.
Yeah.
Nishmas, we want him back.
Nishmas. Shout out to the Nishmas guys. You know, they were big fans of our broadcast last week as Spielvogel misses. They have to, they have to be able to convert at the free throw line right now. It's been a big weakness for them. But shout out to the Nishmas guys. Big fans last week. Throws it off of Lauber. Oh, no. Thank you. Oh, and a turnover. Great hustle by Lauber, Spielvogel. But yeah, the Nishmas guys loved it last week. We got a lot of compliments on the broadcast. They especially loved the Dora line. Unfortunately, not a lot of Doras, but Arnold Schwarzenegger is probably somewhere on the bench because he's got a lot of syllables in his name. There's a turnover again by Galler. Oh, and he just slips. Oh, they call it a blocking foul, but he just slipped.
You get an instant replay of that?
Can we get an instant replay of that?
Can we get your phone?
Smil.
Where's Smil's
Smil,
phone?
if we don't get an instant replay, what are you good for?
Wow.
I'm kidding. The only reason I said that live is because we all love Smil. Everybody knows that Smil's the best. Oh, and we do have the instant replay. You're a little bit early.
Oh, we're good.
We're gonna show the. Okay, fine. We're gonna show the turnover. Turnover by Galler.
Ooh.
Oh, that was a hard fall, but
fall.
it looked like he just, maybe he stepped on someone's foot or something.
Looking like the WWE out here in the Shoshin Gymnasium.
Ba-da-da-da. Well, you can't see John Cena, but you saw that fall, and you heard it. That was some fall, man. You want to see Rahmani, the leading scorer of the first 2 weeks. You want to see him get involved. As you got to get the Eagles off the perimeter. They're just camping out. They're getting comfortable on the perimeter. They steal it back, Spiel into the paint. Goes up strong. Oh! Doesn't get the roll, but Spielvogel is becoming a force, and he came out of the break strong. He's on the line for two. And the two main issues right now for the Eagles is turnovers. Number one, can they keep the ball on their side of the floor? And number two, can they capitalize on free throws? You see Spielvogel taking his time at the line. That's the first one to fall. Nice looking shot. Nice looking shot. And you want him to be able to do that every single time at the line. Taking a deep breath. Second one goes up. No good. And they're just, you know what? If Chofetz Chaim is really okay with them fouling and getting to the line, or getting made to the line right now.
You know, Justin, my sources tell me Shmuel Wynn, the mensch on the bench, he actually averages less points than Tiny Wynn does birthday cakes.
that was good. Oh, a spill to the middle of the lane, no foul call. That was a missed call, I think. But you know what? The mensch on the bench, a lot of guys don't always get playing time. They lose it out of bounds, and a foul called. Ooh. Yeah, they just bailed the
That was another hard
right
hit.
But yeah, you know what? The guys on the bench don't always get their time to shine. So the mensch on the bench features somebody on the bench who is great off the court, even if they don't always get to shine on the court. And you said Shmuel Wynn, he was begging me for a segment as Spielvogel stays straight up, great defense. And Shmuel Wynn actually does Daf Yomi with his brothers and his dad. As Lauber to the middle of the paint, can't finish it. Spiel throws it up there, and Spielvogel in the second half looks like a different man.
Ari Wynn also doing Mishnah Yomi starting today, I think.
Yeah?
Yeah.
I thought he always did Mishnah Yomi.
Maybe. I don't know.
Kicked out of bounds. Staying here. And Dahari, are there two Daharis? Dahari. 3 syllables. Oh my God. You know what? There are 2 Daharis on this team. But even though it's only 6 letters, they managed to make it a 3-syllable name. Oh, clanged off the backboard, and he was very successful at hitting the white part on the backboard.
May bringing it back to a 5-point game with 15 minutes left.
You know what?
Goldie, a little move.
The
defender.
Another turnover, but Rahmani gets it back. Spiel calling for the ball. Into the middle of the paint, no good. And Spiel was calling for the ball. He's been the deciding factor for the difference in play so far in this half. Oh, blocked by Rahmani, and they call a foul. A lot of foul calls.
While we're at the line, shout out to the varsity football team who pulled up to the game and then got notified that the other team has forfeited.
You know what? Last year we experienced something like that on the basketball team. Playing against YKT. everybody was excited. They got a big scoring game going as the free throws good. Everybody was excited for a big scoring game going, and then just to find out that the YKT decided not to show up. I guess they were more interested in watching the Jets lose a football game. But you know what? It happens to everybody. Shout out Naftali Manny. I heard he balled out today.
Coach Bayar and his varsity football team 4-0. May Eagles are, what are they, 2-0? The JV basketball?
Great transition defense. Oh, great transition defense, but stolen back and going to the line. No, Spielfogel's been great, but he has to know his part. He has to know his role. And he's not a shooter. He attempted a three before. He's not a dribbler. But once he gets the ball in the paint, he's dangerous down there. And he's got to do what he's got to do.
I didn't know you had Dove Bear's number.
Dove Bear, great song by Zusha. I know you're a huge Zusha fan. Halftime, somehow Memphis is up 62-57. I'm not sure how that happened. But yeah, you know, no shot.
Violation on blue.
I think for every 5 free throw attempts, there's a violation. I don't understand how hard it is to just stay on the line until the ball's released. It's really not so complicated.
I mean, you get excited. You want to get that rebound.
You know what, guys want a stat pad, but here's the only difference. There's nobody counting their rebounds. Gortz into the lane. Athletic finish, jellies it up and in. Daniel Gortz, he is just something to reckon with. Wiggles his way into the paint. But you know what? Let's see if he could get this free throw to go. The free throws have not been great. No good. Rebound! An offensive rebound, Spiel into the paint. Hard drive. This is the difference that Spielfogel that we've seen all season. Trying to get the crowd hyped. Oh, and he got the great crowd hype. And it came tonight. An open three in the corner. No good. Rebounded by Jacob Galler. And it's a 3-point game. And the May fans are in the building. Lauber brings it up. Gives it to Gortz. Spielfogel calling for it in the corner. You don't want him there. One-on-one.
It's a 3-point game. 31-28.
On the top of the key. Lauber for the tie. He missed it, but it was a good look. And a timeout called. And the May went from a 10-point deficit, and it's down to a 3-point game. Ladies and gentlemen, all thanks to the play of Daniel Spielfogel. This is easily the best game of his career so far. Now, JJ, I think right now that the way they're going to win is if they keep getting the ball down low to Donnie Spielfogel. He has just been what's Spielfogel's point count right now?
I remember it's the Lay's sour cream.
Lay's sour cream and onions.
Said that before.
9 points for Donnie Spielfogel with 12 minutes to go.
You feel
this is his
that the
career
game
high.
has changed from Chofetz Chaim back to May.
34.
Can they take control of the game and bring it to a tie and hopefully a victory?
You know what? They have the momentum right now, and a big difference is when the crowd started getting into it. Spielfogel got that offensive rebound, the layup to go, hype the crowd up, and if they have that momentum behind them, they can really, take a lead right here. Haven't led all game. Skip pass to the corner. Up top to Guggenheim, reset for the defense. Naharia high screen to Euro into the lane. Blocked, rebound, and down court. As Lauber slows it down and spin move. And they got numbers. Gortz into the lane. Hangs, and finishes. Beautiful play. Donnie Gortz, 31-30. It's a 1-point game. Could they get a stop and a score to take the lead for the first time tonight?
The GOAT with an outstanding move in the paint.
Into the middle of the paint. Not great defense, but doesn't get it to go. And Gortz with another skying rebound. Lauber with the deep ball. Lauber! Oh, that was just not smart. Lauber getting down, fast break. No, a bad shot leads to, a blocked out of bounds.
The GOAT with
And
another
a bad shot
great
by
defensive
Lauber
play.
leads to an open layup. Lucky for the Eagles it was missed, but that was not a smart play.
Fink Goldstein checks in for Dahari.
Oh my God, man. You know that clap trick that you have to do? A stolen inbound pass. Galler's length gets in the way. And you want to see Lauber calm it down a little bit. Exactly. You hear it from behind us. I'm not sure who said that, but he can help out with the coaching. You want to slow it down and get a good shot.
AR-45 looking for the
skip
pass.
pass over Lauber into the paint. Knocked out of bounds and still in the same way. 10:35 to go. The momentum has shifted.
1 point game here.
It's a 1 point game.
In the Shulshin Gymnasium.
Out to Galler, to Rahmani. Gives it to Gortz. You know what? He's really showed his veteran leadership right now. 1-on-1 top of the key. Bites his way into the middle of the paint. No foul called. Goes up strong. And what's the call? Oh, foul on 11. Foul on Gortz, and it was a foul.
It was a good effort.
It was a great effort. Love to see it. And you know what? There's been a stalemate, a little bit stagnant scoring of late. But let's see if May could just get over that hump and push themselves over the top with that lead. Bahari down the middle of the lane, knocked out of bounds and going the same way. He wants a foul call.
Avadi and Aloy checking in.
Rahmani and Galler. You know, great effort. Galler got that nice steal. He's just so long. And they got to watch for Tajerstein.
Another shot in the mouth. Oh, can't get it back.
You know what? He just got too high. He couldn't keep track of the ball. But great hustle. Next time you want to see him, knocked away, and they called a foul. You might have to start watching out for fouls.
That's Gortz's 4th foul.
Oh no, that is not good for the Eagles. That is Gortz's 4th foul.
No, stay. Matter of fact, stay. He at the table. Stay. Let's go right here. Stay. He at the table, y'all.
Gortz is playing with 4 fouls, and that is not something you want to see. He's really been.
Cody, you got 4.
Oh, and you see, he's just staying straight up. He doesn't want to risk it.
It's smart. You know, it's smart.
Yeah, but it's just not great for a team because you want aggressive defense. As offensive rebounds lead to an extra chance bucket, and you got to box out. You got Yoel in there, extra size and speed and strength and everything. He hasn't really been himself. His Gortz up at the top. Yoel Aloy at the high post. Spielvogel in the corner. Puts up a 3. Oh, in and out. But Ovada gets it and loses it out of bounds. Gortz out. Spielvogel got a nice look there. It almost went in. That would have got the crowd riled up. A 3-point lead for the Cavs, and they're looking to extend it. Jablonski. You know what I realized? They have a lot of long last names, but not a single one of them is more than 3. Jumped the pass.
Stolen by AR.
And Lauber's bringing it down court. Lauber holds up his dribble. You don't like to see Ovada's not comfortable clear. Oh no! That is just not a good play. Loses track of the ball for a second, watches it as it rolls into the backcourt.
That looked like that James Harden play.
Yeah, honestly, I was thinking the same exact thing. A timeout is being called. Chofetz Chaim as they adamantly scream at the ref, whose favorite chips are sour cream and onion. What's the score for the Nets game, by the way? Or is there a score there? Halftime. 62-57. Okay. Hey, Zach. Zach's back, everybody. You know what? Last time we were talking about how Zach's surgeries, he doesn't want to look at the camera. He's used to the fame. He doesn't like the paparazzi.
Wow, Mr. Sonicer also.
Yeah, but last time we were talking about how Zach just recovered from his surgery, and he had a speedy recovery, and he already dropped the crutches. He's pretty much running marathons right now. I'd love to see him back in school. Hey, Shmuel. Anyway, JJ.
Ben Simmons with 12 points in the Nets game.
We'd love to see that. But JJ, we were talking about, before, if you were here for the pregame, you heard that the nice little jingle intro hype song that you produced. How long exactly? I estimated 16 hours straight.
If I'm being honest, I want to say 5 to 10 minutes.
Wow. You know what? I also try my hand at producing, but you just totally let us down. That could, you know what? It could actually turn into one of those things where like it was a mistake. You know how like Velcro is made by mistake? Like it was.
Tell me about that. What?
You didn't know about this?
I did not know about this.
Okay, so
this is breaking news.
Are you serious?
For not just me, but,
like everybody
for
learns
our
about
47 viewers at home.
47 is pretty good.
Velcro was supposedly made by mistake.
Yeah. Yeah, there was this guy with his dog, They're walking through some forest, and you know those weird plants with like the sticky things on the end, like the round hook things? It's Guggenheim.
No, but sure.
One I want to fuck. If I showed it to you, you'd recognize it. They're called burrs. Anyway, burrs. Like Aaron, but not.
Shout out Alexander Hamilton.
Facts. Anyway.
For setting up the banking system in America. AP US history doing us right.
That banking system's coming clutch.
Thank you, Mr. Kessel.
Oh, and he doesn't get it, and it rims out. But, you know what, the ball hasn't been moving around. It's sticking kind of like Velcro. And Jablonski passed it into the corner. That's a free up. It was short.
Break.
Spielvogel has to go out of bounds. It's a smart play. You don't want, a lot of fumbled rebounds recently. You don't want to fumble the bag out of bounds. Galler taking it up. Lauber, sorry. I keep on mixing up their names. It was a 1-point lead moments ago. Now it's only 5. It's very manageable. You want to see someone go. Spielvogel gets in the middle of the lane. And shot ball is called, and Cavs basketball. And you know what? The Eagles came out of the halftime break with a fire and an energy that they didn't have. But it looks like they've fallen back to stagnant first half ways, and you don't want to see that. And you know what? If they're going to continue playing like this, it is not going to end well. As Jablonski misses
a 5-point game, Lauber with the
rebound.
rebound.
Eagles dodge a bullet, telling Lauber to push it out. And Ovadia's just not himself. He can't catch the ball with that finger passed on. Spielvogel hustles for the rebound, can't get it to go.
Shout out to Hashem. Shout out to Hashem. 6:13 left on the clock.
Not anymore, now it's 6:07. But shout out to Hashem, you know what? Never a bad time to say thank you, Hashem. Ovadia can't catch the ball, and it seems like the Eagles, this team has not realized this. Oh, Spielvogel just giving away a possession by setting in the paint. 7-point lead, and the Eagles are going to need to string a bunch of stops together, and they're going to need to put the ball in the basket if they want to run away and take this game. Guggenheim taking the ball up.
Goldie with 4 fouls is really making a difference.
You know what? That's what really blew it open.
He's a defensive superstar for this Eagles young team, and without him on the floor, it's a big loss.
Yeah, a big loss is an understatement. He's just his defense. Oh, as Lauber puts up a 3 and the air ball. Oh man, you know what? It's not something we like to see. But Bortz is the engine, he's the veteran leader to this offense. He's also a great defender. He's always in the passing lanes again, those fast break layups. As a foul call.
3 timeouts left per team. If I'm Coach Jeff, I'm calling a timeout, getting my team back in order.
Yeah, you know what? It's as Yogi Berra would say, it's getting late early. And you really want to see. They're in the bonus, and that was a lot of whistling going down. Things aren't looking good for May, but a timeout called by Zev, like you said, and he's going to try to get his team together.
9-point game here.
You know what? A big part of it is the crowd, and the crowd just hasn't helped out the Eagles at all. No outside momentum, no outside factors that are just pushing them, driving them a little bit farther, and you're going to need a little bit of liveliness. Now, let's bring it to the chat. What's the chat have to say?
Just look at the fouls different. May has 8 fouls.
All right, let's see. First of all, wow, the chat is active tonight. Love to see everybody there. Yaakov Weinstock says, yo, go May. Shmuel Wind, again, I'm not really sure how he's on the chat, if he's on the bench, but set up by the one and only JJ Ostroff. Okay, I don't know what he's saying. Saquon Barkley apparently watches our games. You know what? That's great to see that Saquon watches our games. Say it again? Yeah, by the way, thank you, Azriel Soniker, for your helping tonight, everything that you did, everything that you do in general. Azriel Soniker, JJ, what are you doing?
I messed up.
JJ's camera's getting vertigo right now. All the viewers at home are getting vertigo right now. Chofetz Chaim will win. Whoever made that burger email, that's kind of weird, man. Benjamin Solomon says, yeah.
Oh, I bet. Hold it.
Ari Wynn says, W stream. Kiva Cat says, hi, Diamond. Hey, Kiva Cats. Me and Kiva Cats shared some good quality time together at the May open house the other day. It was a lot of fun. Yehuda Rahmanim says, what's good, Diamond and JJ, hashtag Zusha. You gotta love Zusha. Am I right, Jay? JJ, tell us the story about you on Shabbos and the Zusha Kumzitz. What the heck was that?
Pulled up to Mrs. Kanowitz's house of YKLI or something. YKQ.
She was my math teacher in 5th grade. Fantastic math teacher, by the way.
Very great hospitality, great meals. Served us some cake and cookies. And we just had a fire kumzitz. What can I say?
No, it's really awesome to hear. Oh, his Gortz is back in. He's coming in for desperation. But the second he gets into the game, his impact and his mark is felt.
Shout out to Azriel Soniker for taking control here.
Now, flashback to the playoffs last year. Me, Azriel, JJ, all involved in that game. We were down 9 with 4 minutes to go, and we came all the way back. Had the opportunity. Whoa! You know what? If he wanted to take a walk to Poland, he could have done that.
The walk.
Anyway, shout out Aaron Weitzberg. I know those aren't the lyrics, but it sounds like the lyrics. Anyway, Aaron Weitzberg says that the Eagles will win by 3. Crazy. Oh, Spielvogel. Not a good play, but Danny gets the rebound, sneaks inside. Gives it over to Yoel into the paint. Up. Oh, beautiful dish. Up, fouled, but beautiful play by Yoel Aloy. And you know what? He has just a certain presence that makes him an instant impact when he's in the game, and you want to see him aggressive. 3 minutes, a 10-point lead. And when you get to the line, you're really going to need to capitalize, giving away 3 points.
Let's get Nachum.
Yeah, you know what? The chat has been as active as ever tonight, and really want to thank everybody who's viewing, everybody who's chatting, and Ravadi Elishayev gets the first one to go as Dahari checks in for Dahari. I think that guy, number 14 or 34 in the paint, boxing on Spielvogel. As Ravadi gets both the foul, and those are the little steps that you're going to need to take if you're going to want to come back an 8-point lead down to single digits.
Nachum Weinstock commenting that he loves to see Daniel playing.
Everyone loves to see
We
Daniel
all love
playing.
to see it.
Yeah, as Gortz knocking it out of bounds, but you know what? The clock is ticking down, and it's 2.5 minutes for 8 points. You know, you hear Daniel and Yadrian's dad shouting it out. As a turnover, Spielvogel's looking to take it full court. Knocked out of bounds, let it go out of bounds. Smart play by Ovadia, but the clock continues to tick down, and they're going to need to make some big plays very quickly. Gortz over to Spiel.
Shout out.
Yoel. No good offensive rebound, and a jump ball, but it's going to stay the same way.
Shout out to everyone who knows how to use chopsticks.
I don't know how to use chopsticks. I feel like at a certain point, if you're just using chopsticks, you got to use your hands. Miss. Yoel gets the offensive rebound, knocked out. Oh, tries throwing it off the defense, no good. The clock will stop now, so the clock isn't as big of an issue with the running down. Kick out to the corner. And that looks like that will ice the game for the Chofetz Chaim Cavs. Not the best game for the Eagles, obviously. Injuries, missing starters. As he goes up and a missed foul call. Yoel, big boy in the paint, gives it over to Danny. And Daniel Inyatian with his first career points. The lefty from Great Neck.
Welcome to the May Eagles, Daniel Inyatian.
Daniel Inyatian, you know what? That was his first points, hopefully first of many. And hopefully the rest of the season they'll fly high with the new addition to the team. Now it's a 9-point game, very unlikely for a comeback, but everything's possible. And let's see what Coach Zev's, his method is going out of this timeout. Is he gonna roll with the starters? Try maybe a fouling game, or is he gonna put in the bench and let a little bit of the bench guys have their run? Is JJ muted because he can't hear it? You know what? We're out of the age of Zoom where individuals have their mute button. But JJ's been busy with the camera. Actually, Azriel is right now. Shout out to Azriel Sonica. But JJ hasn't been saying a lot. He's been eating his sushi. JJ, you've been summoned upon by the fans.
What's good, fans?
What are you doing?
I'm seeing if I can hear myself.
You can't hear yourself if you don't talk.
I'm talking a little bit.
Anyway, we want to thank the feedback, by the way. I forgot to mention it. Last week, we had a little bit of audio problems. I don't think there are any this week. But we want to thank everybody for letting us know what the issue was, and we got it fixed. And thank you. Yeah, thank you for your input. We
Record
really
high,
appreciate it.
52 viewers.
52 live viewers. Wow, that is amazing to see. Higginheim somehow sneaks up the court, and Daniel's communicating with his team. Oh!
That's
travel.
I was not that foul. That travel. I thought it was a travel also.
Okay.
was
You know
a
what?
good call
Zev
by the
rolling
ref.
with the starters, and they're going to need a quick bucket. Woods gets it into the front court. Spiel full goal. It's not who you want to shoot. Into a fast break. Gets it over to Broad. Good passing.
Mario with the block.
Donnie Spielvogel has to stop taking the threes. They're going to need to push it. This is desperation time. Daniel for three. No good. Rebounded by Ovidas. Guys have for the rebound. Out to Yoel. Yoel with the shot up. No good. Daniel, nope. Knocked around. Guggenheim comes up with it. He's going to take it into the fast break. Puts it up, and a tough layup goes. And that ices the game. An 11-point lead. May brought it into one at one point in the second half. But from there it was all Chofetz Chaim, and turnover. Zahari brings it into the front court. A foul on the side.
Turnovers were the main factor of this game.
The reason, turnovers and missed free throws, really. I think the amount of free throws that they missed, if they would have hit those free throws, this game isn't an 11-point game. This game is maybe a 3-point game, a 4-point game, and you're not playing the foul game. You're playing straight up defense, looking for a steal, looking for a trap, and Zahari gets the free throw to go. But you're playing honest defense, and you're looking for good shots. You're not looking for desperation threes, and that's the difference. Free throws are so important, as we saw during our JV playing careers.
As you and Azriel Soniker know about.
Yeah, JJ, you missed 3 in a row. Vadia, it's a deep 3. Airballs it, and this is just an ugly loss. And they're going to go back to the drawing board at practice. Coach Zev is definitely going to have a lot to say. Coach Zev, Zahari passing it around. Guggenheim back to Zahari. They're going to keep the ball as the clock winds down. 20 seconds. Danny gets the steal, fast break. Foul. Oh, and he hits the floor hard, but he's going to go to the line for 2.
Why did you do that? Why did you do that?
Oh, and it looks
He's
like
a hustler.
Zahari got hurt. You know what? It's good to see that you have like a no off switch in a certain way, like just always hustle, always grind. Then at a certain point, it's just not smart. 14 seconds left. The game is over. You committed a turnover. Send the guy to the line.
Ref, sub.
They're calling a sub with 15 seconds left. This is an interesting ending. You know what? If you're Zahari, you really hope that he's feeling good as Dano gets a free throw to fall. As Zahari falls in for Zahari. He says he wants that block. Well, now he might be on the trading block, so not the greatest of ideas. Daniel going up for his second free throw.
Taking his time.
No good. Spielvogel loses the rebound on the floor. And they're going to dribble the clock out. Ball game. Clock winds down. Your final score 49. Chofetz Chaim 37. May.
Thank you for tuning in to the NBA. This was your May Eagles.